The Feminine Pulse Show is a safe and nourishing space
for women who desire to explore their power
and dance with their divine masculine and feminine energies.
We invite you on a journey to embody your feminine,
manifest deeper connections,
and be a catalyst for a harmonious, loving world.
Welcome to the Feminine Pulse Show. Well, in today's episode, it's an episode that I'm very, very excited about because we're going to be talking about ways we can get into our flow of joy. Joy is such a key component that I feel a lot of us just forget about. It's not even in our list of intentions to be in a state of joy. And so today I think it's going to be a beautiful episode where we're going to start exploring these three ways. So Laura, I'll give you the floor to start with the first one.
Ooh, it's such a juicy topic, joy. I love it. The first way to, believe it or not, get into joy, to step into joy, is to slow down and give ourselves some space to even know what brings us joy, to watch ourselves, to enjoy the moment, to savor every single moment. It could be just taking a moment to, when we've done this on the show before, take a breath and enjoy that every single cell in our body is loving that oxygen. So people feel like they're in this rut of this life and joy is elusive. But sometimes just slowing down enough in various moments of time. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you have to make time to slow down, which you can, but slow down even when you're walking from your car to the store in the parking lot. Slow down when you're rushing around the house trying to do something, just for a moment. Why not? See if you can just enjoy a little bit more the time that you have here on this planet, to feel that gratitude for all that you have. Joy is a choice. And this first way is choosing it in any given moment.
That's so beautiful what you said. And I feel like it really connects very well with being in this state of presence and really cultivating this presence in this moment. Like we're always going and chasing something. We're always chasing the next goal, chasing the next high, chasing any other things, right? That's how we've been wired our whole lives. And what you're suggesting with this first way to get into this flow of joy, just really to slow down and just be like, can I just sit and savor this moment and what I am doing, and just like reconnect to my body, reconnect to the environment around me, and just be. And that's the thing, like we forget to just be. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, I don't even know what joy means because maybe I haven't even felt what joy means. And like for us, I think it's joy. It's just like this state of just fully being connected with yourself and grateful, like you said, with everything around us, right?
Yeah. And that leads us to our second, which I know you're going to cover, way to create joy.
Yes.
What if you can't slow down? What if you're like, you hear this and you're like, no.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me and what worked for myself and for a lot of the people that I've worked with is really having this self-compassion with yourself and accepting where you are in your life and accepting who you are in this moment. I feel that it, like a lot of people end up like creating this very high standards that they should be meeting at a certain age, at a certain time, and within a certain timeline. And when they don't hit them, they just become this very harsh judgment and this very, like they became very hard with themselves. And it's really difficult to be hard with yourself and also experience joy. And so I feel confident when I think that when you are able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, good job, you did the best you can today, and tomorrow will be a new day. And we're not looking for us to change completely or to go from 0 to 100. Like even 1% little incremental change every day can make a big difference. And so just looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, you did a good job today. I really have so much love and compassion for you and where you are in your life today. Tomorrow will be better. We'll get there, right? In our own timeline, right?
Yeah.
So,
And you know
yeah.
what you sound like? You sound like your best friend talking to you. I love
Yes.
that about acceptance. And that's the best way to start getting there. Because, yeah, this is another step to joy that may be a little challenging when we're in a pattern of being really hard on ourselves. And, so many of my feminine power cards, wisdoms are coming up. These are them. And I think that joy is so critical in today's world. You do have a choice to get there. It may take building a new muscle called joy versus problem solving. No matter how many problems you solve, joy is not the result of that. Joy is a completely different muscle. It may feel good to solve problems, but what happens when you solve one problem? You have another one to solve. There's always another problem to solve. So
Totally.
we can have that duality of problems and joy in life. And, joy is so key in this world since we don't have enough of it, that your joy, when you add it to the world, impacts yourself first, your immediate family or people who are close to you that you're around, and even strangers when you're around. And you can create that ripple effect. So I think this topic is so important. And I did pick a card, and it's from the deck. And the principle here is joy is the path to love. We might have to do a whole show on that, but it's not the other way around.
Yeah.
Love doesn't bring you joy. When you're in joy, you attract more love, right? And on the back side is the practice. And I'll just give you the practice here. It's just an affirmation to say, joy is my birthright. I choose joy. So choose one thing, and this we'll reiterate at the end. Choose one thing today to do that will cultivate joy. And examples could include lighting candles, bathing, singing, walking by the water, and simply, this came to me earlier, smile. Put a smile on your face when you look in the mirror. When you say, today I can smile at myself. That's just a little thing to inch you towards joy.
Hmm. Yeah, so beautiful. And I feel like when you start listing all those little things, like those where I call like the little pleasure, like adding little pleasurable moments into your life. And that's how you can really create more joy in your life, right? And
And
so like doing those little things like, yeah, having a bath, going for a walk, eating a chocolate, doing little things like that.
and that is slowing down. To take time to light a candle, that is slowing down. Sometimes you need to do something to slow down. If you need to do something to slow down, do one of those. Bathing, taking time to take a bath. I don't mean showering. Well, you could shower too, but immerse yourself in water, sink into it. That's a slowing down. So, exactly. So, what is our third way to cultivate joy?
I think for us, like the third one that we've identified is to really immerse yourself in your emotions and to feel them fully and really give yourself the time when you are slowing down, when you are taking the time to create that more self-compassion, is to really start looking and exploring those emotions that are coming up and really just enjoy what's happening in that moment. Like, again, not from this place of being judgmental or being hard on yourself or labeling this is a negative emotion and this is a positive emotion, but just like really sitting in this place of just appreciating what's coming up and what are the lessons these emotions are trying to tell you and teach you in this moment.
Such a
And
good point. Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah.
I feel like when emotions come up, especially the negative ones, the ones that we don't want to have, the ones we want to resist, if we continue to resist it, it makes it worse, as opposed to what you're saying is accepting it and being curious about what, yes, I don't want this. But if we really listen, as if our emotions are our soul's way of communicating, what's really it's saying, I want joy. And whatever's going on right now isn't bringing me joy. So there's an intention for joy there. And it has some information for you. If you can get beyond the reaction of, I don't want this, I need to do anything to get rid of this feeling, and say, I'm feeling, what is it? Name it. What do I really want? I want joy. Then ask another question like, how can I get from where I am to joy? Or at least, what is it showing me? What is illuminating? And an answer may not come right away. And that's okay. Trust the universe. Trust that, you are in alignment. You are everything's going to work out. Because if you're really accepting yourself, that you're whole and complete and everything's fine about you, you lower those standards, like you said earlier, then the universe can do its work. And it may take a little time. As you slow down, it may take faster time, actually. It may happen faster because you're releasing, you're not resisting anymore. Because you know what they say, Asmaa, what you resist persists.
Yeah.
But when you relax, slow down, and allow for something else to happen, maybe joy can creep in. So why don't you reiterate the exercise, the introspection question for today, that we can leave our listeners with?
Yeah. So we just explore the 3 different ways that we can really get you into this state of joy and really go from this place of curiosity and what is joy for me? What does it mean for me? And how does it make me feel? And how do I want to feel? And so the introspection question that we have to all our listeners today is, what are 1 or 2 things that you can do this week to intentionally bring joy into your life? It's really about choice, like Laura has mentioned earlier. And it's really about you choosing to slow down, choosing to accept where you are today, and starting to look for those little moments of pleasure and those little moments where you can just bring more joy into your life while being guided by your emotions, right? And so joy is such a beautiful, incredible emotion that I feel a lot of people just completely put on the side because they don't think they deserve it, or they don't have time for it, or it is not in my way or my path to success. But we are here to tell you it is everything that you need to get into your path of success. What's the point of you getting into the end of the line and making all the money that you want and having all the things that you want, but being miserable? Joy is such a short, small word, but so powerful. And we're inviting you to get into the flow of it.
And joy is your birthright.
Totally. 100%. Loving it.
Great show.
Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next week. Again, just go and check our website, Feminine Pulse Podcast, and our community, and tune in for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being part of our community.
Listen to the next episode of Feminine Pulse on your favorite podcast app.
We welcome your questions and have some amazing gifts for you
at femininepulse.com.